My child, listen to me, and listen now. This is not a gentle suggestion. This is an urgent summons for your soul. God says this is an emergency, and you cannot afford to treat this moment like another sound passing by. Do not look away, because good news is moving toward you even now. I need you to gather yourself, to lean in with everything you have, because what you are hearing is a divine alert released specifically for you. This is not a coincidence. You did not stumble into this message while drifting through your day. You were not just scrolling. This moment was reserved in heaven, set apart, timed, and appointed so these words could meet you right where you are. If you walk away now, you may miss the very answer you have cried for in the middle of the night, the thing your heart has whispered when no one could hear. There is very good news headed your way, and it is closer than you think. So take one deep breath and recognize what is happening. You are standing at the edge of a massive change. The weight that has pressed on you for years, the heaviness you learned to carry in silence, is about to break. You have felt the pressure. You have felt the struggle. You have wondered if things would ever truly shift. Hear me clearly. The turning begins in this very hour. This is a holy moment, an appointment you cannot ignore without cost. Do not turn your head now, because you may miss the miracle that has your name on it. Open your heart right now. You have prayed again and again. You have wept tears no one ever saw. You thought you were alone in your pain, but you were never forgotten, not for 1 second. Every whisper you lifted up was heard. Every time you almost gave up but chose to keep going, it was seen. And now, the response you have been waiting for is arriving. This message is not just encouragement, it is the answer touching the secret hopes you have held onto when you didn't know how to keep believing. Stay with me. Do not leave before the end, because what comes next is for you. And now, as you stay with me, what is being revealed carries the power to turn your life around in ways you never imagined. This time, this place, this moment has been aligned so these words could reach your ears. This is the seed of your breakthrough. This is the declaration that your season of suffering is coming to an end. If your spirit is still here with me, it is because you are ready to receive. You may feel as though you simply came across this message, but understand this clearly: nothing about your destiny unfolds at random. You were guided here. You were positioned here. This moment met you because you are standing at the threshold of the next level of your life, and heaven never wastes timing. Because you are ready to receive, understand this. I am not offering you a small measure of comfort just to help you survive another day. What is being released now is far greater than temporary relief. This is a declaration of transformation. You have been asking when the cycle of struggle would finally break, when the constant resistance would ease, when life would stop feeling like a battle with no end in sight. Hear this without doubt. It ends now. This is the opening chapter of your new story. Stay present, because every word you are receiving carries a piece of what is about to be placed into your hands. Let your heart grow still for a moment. Beneath the noise, beneath the fear, there is a quiet knowing rising inside you, and it is true. You are not lost. You have never been forgotten. Even in seasons when it felt like the world turned its back on you, you were being carried. You were being shielded. You were being shaped for what is now approaching. As it is written, "The Lord will guard your going out and your coming in from this time forth and forevermore." This call is not arriving to stir fear within you. It has come to release you. This is a rescue for your spirit. You have remained too long in confusion, too long in exhaustion, too long pouring yourself out without seeing return. You labored, you showed up, you gave more than you had to give, trying to hold everything together. And now the tide begins to turn. What drained you is being replaced. What burdened you is being lifted. And what you endured is about to give way to freedom. And that is why I am speaking so directly. I see how tired you are. I see the weight you've been carrying. But I also see something shifting. There is a wind of favor beginning to move in your direction. Doors that have stayed shut for years, doors you stopped knocking on because nothing ever changed, are starting to open. Think about the dreams you buried. Think about the hopes you set aside because they felt too painful to keep believing in. Those were not wasted. They were only waiting. What you thought was over is being stirred back to life. The struggle you are standing in right now is not the end of your story. It is the soil where your miracle is taking root. You have cried through enough long nights. You have endured silence, disappointment, and waiting. Now joy is being invited to live in your home again. This is not a quick fix or a fleeting moment of relief. This is a deep, lasting restoration that will change how you see yourself, how you see others, and how you see the world around you. If your spirit recognizes this word, hold on to it, because what I am restoring reaches every area of your life. It does not matter what your bank account looks like today. It does not matter what mistakes are in your past or what labels others tried to place on you. Human voices do not define your worth, and human limits do not decide your future. If God is for us, who can be against us? When the Lord chooses to bless, no force on earth can block what He has released. You are being chosen for a blessing you did not have to earn. It is coming simply because you are loved. Prepare yourself to receive what you did not expect. Healing is touching places in your body that have carried pain. Peace is settling into a mind that has lived too long with worry. Stability is coming to your home, to your family, to the places that have felt fragile and uncertain. What was broken in relationships is finding a path toward restoration. What felt dry, empty, and depleted is about to be filled again. For a long time, fear tried to keep you small. It whispered that you were not enough, that you waited too long, that you missed your moment. But another voice is rising now, a stronger voice, a truer voice, and it breaks every chain. This is your moment to wake up. This is the hour when the ordinary gives way to the extraordinary. And if you're asking how this change begins, hear me. Your prayers were never ignored. You questioned whether your words vanished into silence. They did not. The Lord is near to all who call on Him, to all who call on Him in truth. Every word spoken in faith was received. The timing had to be right, and now it is. Movement is beginning. Shifts will happen suddenly and with great power. Stay present. Do not let distractions steal this moment. You are stepping into a season where things begin to make sense. One day, you will look back at the delays, the losses, and the closed doors, and you will realize they were protecting you from what you were not ready to carry. The broken pieces of your life are being used to build something stronger than you imagined. The enemy tried to stop you just before this turning point, but you stayed. You endured. You kept moving forward. And because you did not give up, you will receive more than you ever asked for. There is a spiritual inheritance God has prepared for you, now coming into view. You will not only recover what was lost, you will receive double for the trouble you survived. You walked through storms that would have broken others, and yet you are still here. That is not an accident. And if this is strengthening your faith, pause for one small act of agreement. Press like, subscribe, and share this word with someone who needs hope today. When you support the spreading of truth, you open your hands to blessing. Give, and it will be given to you. Stay with this message. What is coming next will carry you even higher. Now listen, because the confirmation will follow what you just received. Favor is no longer approaching slowly, it is pursuing you. Even as you hear these words, things are shifting into alignment. Before this day closes, you will notice a sign that confirms this is real. It may arrive as a message you didn't expect, a phone call at just the right moment, or a small detail that makes you pause and smile because your spirit recognizes it. Pay attention. Nothing unfolding around you is accidental. Everything is being woven together for your good. What is touching your soul right now is not imagination, it is recognition. This is the signal that you are ready to receive what has been prepared. A true release is being sent your way, a breakthrough free from confusion and doubt. A peace is coming that does not fade with circumstances, not a temporary calm, but a steady assurance that stays. This is not about a quick solution, it is about stepping into an entirely new way of living. There is a deep shift happening within your spirit, and you can feel it. Something is awakening. It is the quiet but powerful sound of purpose, rising again. Clarity is replacing the fog. Direction is forming where uncertainty once lived. You will not be abandoned to confusion. From the first step to the last, you are being watched over. One day, you will look back on this very moment and recognize it as the turning point that changed everything. This is the hour when the atmosphere changed. The fire you walked through did not consume you, it refined you. You carry strength now that you did not have before. You carry wisdom shaped by endurance, and you are finally ready to step into the life that has been waiting for you all along. If your heart agrees with this, mark it boldly. This is your declaration that you are entering a new season with faith and confidence. Understand this clearly. The cycle of lack and the constant feeling of not being enough has ended. For too long you watched others advance while you remained unseen. You saw doors open for people who seemed less committed, less faithful, less invested than you. You wondered why your effort went unnoticed and your patience unrewarded. At times it felt as though there was an invisible ceiling over your life, something you could sense but never break through. Hear this now. That ceiling has been shattered. Every limit placed on you by your past, by old mistakes, or by the words of others, is being removed. You are moving into overflow, into a place where peace is no longer a struggle and provision no longer feels out of reach. There is a reason this shift is happening now. You passed through the wilderness and did not turn back. You remained faithful when you had little, and now you are being entrusted with more. As it is written, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." This is not about proving anyone wrong. It is about revealing what grace can do when faith endures. This is about revealing what grace can do when it touches a life fully surrendered. Those who once passed you by will now pause and look again, not because you demanded attention, but because the evidence will be undeniable. They will notice the renewal in your strength, the increase in your provision, and the quiet joy resting on your face. They will wonder how such change came so completely, and the only truth you will carry is this: it was given, not earned. A gift poured out from above. What is unfolding now reaches far deeper than your present circumstances. The work being done is moving into the roots of your story, into places that have been fractured for generations. Healing is flowing through your bloodline. The weight your parents carried, the silent battles your grandparents endured, the repeating patterns of lack, fear, addiction, or loss that followed your family like a shadow, those chains are breaking. Today, they lose their grip. You are the one chosen to end what others could not. You are opening a new door, not only for yourself, but for everyone who comes after you. This restoration does not stop at the surface. It is reaching into buried memories, into wounds you learned to live with because you thought they would never change. The heaviness of the past is being lifted from you. As it is written, "Though your sins are like scarlet, they shall be as white as snow." You are being made light again, You will move forward with a freedom in your step you have not felt since childhood, a freedom that marks the beginning of a new legacy. There is a key to this level of abundance that is being unveiled to you now. Often, the world conceals the simplest truths, but today, clarity is rising. When your mind and spirit come into alignment, blessing no longer crawls, it flows. What once seemed distant can arrive swiftly. These are not rumors or chance discoveries. They are insights placed within reach, opening a new way forward. This is not coincidence. These are tools being set into your hands. There is a way to awaken the strength within your own mind, so provision responds, home, freedom, and peace taking shape without the old cycle of grinding yourself into exhaustion. Be open to this new posture. The season of wearing yourself down to prove worth is ending. Acceleration is replacing delay. What once demanded years will now unfold in months, sometimes in days. Waiting gives way to possession. As your heart shifts, your resources will follow. Fear is loosening its grip, replaced by a clear vision of what lies ahead. Where mornings once felt heavy, expectancy will meet you instead. Energy is returning, the fog is lifting. Focus and creativity are awakening, drawing fresh ideas and open doors toward you. You will not need to chase success, it will recognize you. Peace will mark you, and people will feel it. Do not shrink back from the new simply because struggle became familiar. You were not designed merely to endure. You were created to rise. You were made to thrive, to lead, and to be a light. What is coming to you is meant to pass through you. Strength for your home, provision for your family, generosity for those in need. You will have more than enough, and abundance will no longer feel fragile. And this is where it becomes real in your life. Consider what once seemed impossible, a legal battle, a health concern, a mountain of debt. See it losing its power. The authority placed within you outweighs every obstacle. As it is written, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." When you speak in faith, God moves. When you move, doors respond. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are stepping into the new reality God is forming for you. You are being sheltered from the storm and guided into provision. This is not fantasy. It is the lived experience of those who believe and receive. You have already begun by listening. Take the next step by accepting that you are worthy of every good thing now unfolding before you. You do not have to earn this love. You only have to receive it. Every tear you shed over money, every night you lay awake fearing the future, has been seen and counted. What was taken during those hard years is being restored. Compensation is being released. What struggle tried to steal from you is coming back into your hands. Your time is returning. Your joy is returning. Your strength and resources are returning. This is your year of Jubilee, the season when chains fall and burdens lift. You are stepping out of the confinement of not enough and into the wide rooms of abundance. As it is written, He restores my soul. Restoration is not partial. It is complete. You are not the person you were moments ago. Something has shifted. You are being refined and renewed for a life so full it almost feels unreal, yet it is very real. The change begins the instant you accept it. Keep your heart open. Lift your eyes. Watch how one answer follows another. The atmosphere around you has changed, even if your eyes are still adjusting to the light. You have carried the weight of others' expectations and the long shadow of your past for too long. Those chains are not loosening, they are gone. Clarity is opening before you, and the path ahead is being illuminated. The Lord will be your everlasting light. You will no longer second-guess every step or fear every decision. Your inner voice is growing clear and strong. Where you felt stuck, momentum is breaking loose like a dam giving way, flooding every dry place with life. Progress will come quickly in ways that once took years. This is divine timing at work. When it is your turn, nothing on earth can stop what is moving toward you. You no longer need to force your way forward. You are being carried by a current of favor far stronger than your own effort. This is the grace you have been searching for, and it is not passing through, it is settling in. What tried to slow you, what spoke against you in quiet places, what doubted the greatness within you is being addressed. You are not fighting this alone. You do not have to defend yourself. A shield surrounds you, turning away every harmful word and every hidden scheme. What was intended to block you is being redirected to lift you higher. As it is written, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. The very obstacles set in your path are becoming steps beneath your feet. You are being protected in ways you cannot see. Even in rest, even in sleep, the way ahead is being cleared for you. This covering is active, constant, and precise. Nothing is overlooked. What is unfolding is not chaos. It is a plan coming together. You are not an unfinished project. You are a masterpiece coming into view. Every scar you carry is being transformed into strength and beauty. You are not defined by what happened to you, but by what is about to move through you. Favor is aligning you with opportunities and with people who recognize your true worth. The season of being used, ignored, or underestimated has ended. From here forward, you will attract those who see the light in you and desire to help it shine even brighter. And here is what restoration looks like in real time. I am restoring the time you believed was lost. Years you thought were wasted in the wrong relationships, the wrong work, or the wrong patterns were not erased, they were preserved. Even if you feel behind compared to others, hear this clearly. In the spiritual realm, time does not move in straight lines. The timeline of your struggle is collapsing, while the timeline of your success is expanding. What was delayed is being repaid with increase. You will rise with greater strength in the seasons ahead than you had in your youth. Joy will meet you where you once expected only endurance. Every tear shed in silence has become a seed, and that seed is producing a harvest far larger than you imagined. This restoration is not only emotional or financial, it is physical. The places where stress has settled, the weight your body has carried, are being addressed. Tension is lifting. Weariness is releasing. Renewal is moving through you from the inside out. As it is written, those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. Vitality is returning. Long-standing weakness is losing its hold. You are being made whole because there is meaningful work ahead, and you are being strengthened to carry what is coming. Prepare your space for abundance. Let go of what belongs to the old season so the new can arrive without resistance. When you move in faith, you signal readiness. Provision will come in unexpected ways. Ideas, opportunities, favor you did not chase. This is not a brief increase. It is the beginning of a lasting stream. You are moving from survival into legacy. Guard your heart from doubt. Choose gratitude even before you see the full outcome. Gratitude unlocks more. When thankfulness becomes your posture, momentum follows. This is where real miracles take shape, where faith and action meet, and something magnificent begins to unfold through you. I see you standing at a crossroads. One path pulls you back toward familiar pain, the other opens into an unknown glory. Do not fear the way forward. The path of glory may feel unfamiliar, but it is where life is waiting. It may not look like what you expected, yet it is exactly what you need. You are being led by a hand that has never failed. guided by wisdom that knows the end from the beginning. You do not need every answer right now. Take the next step with confidence. The ground beneath you is being made firm, step by step. You will not stumble. You will not fall. Know this deeply. You are loved not for what you produce, but for who you are. You are a child of the Most High, carrying His light within you. Nothing can separate you from this love, and nothing is required to earn it. It is your birthright. When this truth settles in your heart, fear of the future loses its voice. Why carry worry about tomorrow when the Creator of the universe is caring for you today? You are the apple of His eye, the focus of His favor. Everything is aligning for your good. As you move into this new reality, keep your heart tender. Do not let the world's hardness reshape who you are. Your kindness is your strength. Your ability to love, especially when it costs you, is what sets you apart. What is coming to you is meant to flow through you. You will become a living source of hope for those who stand where you once stood. Your story will breathe courage into them. This breakthrough is larger than you. It is a sign that miracles still move through ordinary lives every day. You are stepping into a life of meaning and impact. You are no longer merely existing. You are walking into a destiny written before your first breath. The gates are open. Your name is being called. Lift your head and move forward. The world has been waiting for the light you carry, and now is your time. Stay with this moment, because the final piece is coming into view. This is the closing stretch of your transformation, and it carries weight. The door to your past has not only been shut, it has been sealed. That former version of you no longer has access to your future. You cannot return there, even if you tried. The identity shaped by struggle, by feeling unseen or diminished, has ended. A new self is rising, fresh breath is filling your lungs, and a new fire is awakening within you. The long silence is breaking, replaced by a clear and unmistakable sound of victory. You have waited for proof that the hardest part was finished. This is that proof. You are crossing the line of endurance and stepping into reward. You were never meant to carry tomorrow's weight alone. What felt overwhelming is being lifted, and the pressure you carried is being handled beyond your strength. What seemed slow and hidden was never wasted. Seeds you thought fell on stone were taking root deep beneath the surface. Now the ground is ready, and growth will come quickly. One moment you wondered how to survive, the next you will have more than enough to give. Sudden change is part of what is coming. Strength will return where weakness lingered. Energy will rise where pain once spoke. Nothing you offered in faith was ignored. It was stored for this precise moment. There is wisdom being revealed now, simple, powerful shifts that align your inner life with abundance and freedom. As this unfolds, others will notice the change. Light will rest on your face. Confidence will steady your voice. You will not need to explain yourself. Your life will speak clearly enough. What once felt temporary is becoming permanent. Honor is replacing humility tested in the valley. Order is settling into your home. Where there was tension, there will be peace. Your household becomes a place of rest, and those connected to you are covered by the overflow of your faith. A legacy is forming, one marked by strength, generosity, and favor. Release the weight of regret. Forgive yourself. Every misstep shaped the strength you carry now. The present moment is clean and full of promise. You are loved. You are valued. You are worthy. Carry this truth forward. Let nothing drown it out. You are moving into a season where joy remains, where favor goes before you, and where the struggle no longer defines your days. The victory is not approaching, it has arrived. Step into the life you were created to live. Heavenly Father, I come before you with an open heart. Thank you for seeing every tear, every battle, and every step I took when I felt alone. I release the weight of my past into your hands and receive the new life you have prepared for me. Restore what was lost, heal what was broken, and align my spirit with your truth. I choose trust over fear, faith over doubt, and peace over striving. Lead me forward and let my life reflect your grace. Amen. If this message touched your heart, leave a comment and share what God is speaking to you. Like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the messages He has prepared for you in this season.